Today, we are exploring one of the top things to do here along the bay in Mobile, Alabama. This is the Battleship Memorial Park, which opened on January 9th, 1965 as the new home for the USS Alabama battleship after it was retired from the American fleet. It is featured among many other historic military vehicles, ships, and displays from our great nation's history. So let's step back in time while walking the grounds of this glorious memorial park. Be sure to visit the Medal of Honor Aircraft Pavilion, which is dedicated to all of Alabama's Medal of Honor recipients, with a memorial wall that pays tribute to these heroes, along with a collection of historic vehicles and aircraft. This A-12 Blackbird spy plane is one of the stars of the collection, with a wingspan of 56 feet and an overall length of 102 feet. It can reach speeds as high as 2,300 miles per hour, at an elevation over 93,000 feet high. It was used for spy missions in 1965 by the CIA. Here we have the Grumman F-14 Tomcat, which was an icon during my childhood growing up, fantasizing that I'm the Iceman doing barrel rolls through the sky. Oops! Sorry that the tip was in your face all of a sudden. My bad. Let's ease in there slowly. That's better. I apologize for that. This twin-engine supersonic fighter jet served as the U.S. Navy's primary maritime air superiority fighter until it was retired in September of 2006. All over the memorial grounds are great examples of artillery vehicles and aircraft from all branches of the U.S. military. Iconic tanks from World War II, the Korean and Vietnam Wars include the M4 Sherman, the M48A1 Patton, the M26 Pershing tank, and the M60A1 tank, among several others. You will also find an M1A1 120mm Skysweeper and a 155mm field artillery piece on display. Not only was it fun to walk around and look at all these military vehicles, learning more about them and some of their history, you also have scenic surroundings with a gentle breeze coming in from the bay to add to that joyful afternoon.
There's a great gift shop here with souvenirs, t-shirts, toys, and books. There's also a nice little cafe here. As you enter the park, you'll see some memorials honoring servicemen and women who fought for our freedom. There's a memorial for each of the modern wars, including the Korean War and the Vietnam War. There's one dedicated to the U.S. Coast Guard and a memorial honoring service dogs.
This Japanese ship-sinking beast is the USS Drum. It is a Gato-class submarine that is the oldest of her class still in existence. The USS Drum was the first Gato-class submarine completed to enter combat in World War II once it launched on May 12, 1941, with Commander Robert Henry Rice at the helm. Over the next few years, the Drum received a total of 12 battle stars for her service, and is credited with sinking 15 Japanese ships, which is the 8th highest of all U.S. submarines in total Japanese tonnage sunk during World War II. After the war, the USS Drum served in the U.S. Naval Reserve until 1967.
This thing that drops down. They're doing it before RVs, huh? Little mess hall.
The USS Drum was donated to the USS Alabama Battleship Commission on April 14, 1969, and was opened and dedicated to the public on the 4th of July of the same year.
I'd probably knock myself out constantly in a submarine, hit my head on everything.
The USS Alabama was the fourth and final member of the South Dakota class of fast battleships built for the U.S. Navy in the early 1940s. The ship launched on February 16, 1942, stretching 680 feet long, displacing 36,000 tons as designed, and up to 42,500 tons at full combat mode.
Now we're heading up to check out the ship. I love battleships. This ought to be cool.
The ship's main battery is armed with 9 16-inch 45 caliber Mark VI guns and 3 triple-gun turrets on the center line. The second battery consists of 20 Mark 12 5-inch 38 caliber dual-purpose guns mounted in twin turrets clustered at midship on either side. She was also equipped with a battery of 10 quadruple 40mm Bofors guns and 56 20mm Oerlikon autocannons on single mounts. The main armored belt is up to 12.2 inches thick, while the main armored deck is up to 6 inches thick. That's impressive. The USS Alabama served through many campaigns and was later retired on June 1, 1962, and was stricken from the Naval Vessel Register for disposal. Not that long after, the state of Alabama passed a bill establishing the USS Alabama Battleship Commission, with the objective to preserve the battleship as a museum ship.
Surface-to-air radar that spotted the Japanese formation at roughly 190 miles and alerted the task force of their presence.
The Alabama was formally handed over on July 7, 1964 during a ceremony in Seattle, and she was then towed to Mobile, Alabama. Both the USS Alabama and the USS Drum were designated U.S. National Historic Landmarks on January 14, 1986.
Yeah. May 1944. Let me out. Come on, I want to go home.
John was bad. He has to stay in the brig.
I don't want to stay in the brig. I want to
You
go.
were bad. I don't know what to tell you. They put you in the brig.
We really enjoyed our visit to Battleship Memorial Park, and we hope this video helps you in deciding if you want to visit at some point. Take care and safe travels. Thanks for watching.
From the broken in the fire, through the ashes we will climb. The dust will settle. We will not. All together we will rise. Out from the shadows into the light, all together.